Why do you like horror movies? What is wrong with you? Why do you like to watch scary things? Look, there are people in the world that only watch nice, lovely things. They like to see people giving to the homeless, or a young British woman discovering that she's part of a royal lineage. Most people are normal. Not you. You like to watch scary, weird. You're just a little freak who likes to watch strange movies about body horror and aliens and, I don't know, metal balls that stab people and take away their blood and create like a blood fountain. But look, it's okay if you don't particularly like horror movies, but when a person literally does not watch horror movies at all, does not even fuck with horror movies, that's when I have an issue with that person. That's when I start to question that person's tolerance and acceptance of creativity and art. See, I think to be a true connoisseur of cinema, you have to appreciate the horror genre. This is a genre that sneaks into every good story throughout history, and can be as impactful as any good drama. See, if a movie can make me cry, it usually gets a better score, a better rating from me on Letterboxd at 2 a.m. Why? Because if a movie can evoke an emotional reaction within me, that is powerful. And if a movie can scare me, like make me flinch, make my heart race, and burrow deep into my psyche to the point where I can't stop thinking about it for days and days afterwards, well, I would argue that that is just as powerful, even more powerful, than a movie that can make me cry. We also need to remember that horror movies are widely varied. There is horror comedy, psychological horror, body horror, Japanese horror, dark, gothic, fantasy, true crime, supernatural, slashers, found footage. That's just scratching the surface of horror movie genres and the subgenres, and there's like weird fusions of horror movies that exist. I mean, I could go on for days just listing the different facets of horror movies. Not to mention, horror sneaks into every other genre. When you have a main character face a horror or something scary and come out the other side changed, that is an incredibly powerful narrative tool if you're a writer, if you're a storyteller. I mean, even some of the most beloved Disney stories have a scary part or two in them. And arguably, for most children out there, that is the most iconic part of the movie. It's the part that sticks with them after the film ends. I think we need to appreciate horror and scary things, because it's a great use of media literacy. Watching horror movies can help us tell the difference between reality and fiction. And hey, that might help us connect with our own humanity by interacting with the spooky, morbid side of creativity and artistry. We can really confront these darker themes and come to terms with this side of life. And we need to appreciate a filmmaker's talent when it comes to scaring an audience, because doing that is an incredible feat that should be celebrated. A lot goes into a good horror movie. It's acting, it's sound design, it's good, careful editing, it's filmmaking, it's direction, it's artistry, it's creativity. It is art. And if art can scare you, well, that needs to be recognized. That needs to be celebrated. It needs to be awarded. Yes, I'm looking at you, Oscars and Academy Awards. Start recognizing horror movies. Look, horror movies mean a hell of a lot to me. And I just want more people to appreciate them. To realize that horror movies are not just about dread and terror. It's about the freedom to make unique, challenging art. It's a way to confront our own mortality and to be creative with it. You can't put all horror movies into a box. There's just way too much in the genre for you to slap a label on and move on. So I encourage everybody to look into the horror genre and see if there's something in there that suits your personal taste. And most of all, just enjoy cinema, enjoy art, and enjoy film. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what are some of your favorite horror movies? Also, you should check out my video on gateway horror, which is right here. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.